Go. Yeah.
Yo, how we all doing today? You got your bully American Chadwick, you get your bully good old Mikey here. You know how we all doing here. We all chilling, vibing. We all like doing our own thing. We're trying to make some cool shit for you guys and whatnot. We vibing all here. What's up with you, Chadwick? How you been?
Yo, I'm doing good, Meck, and we're rolling. We're already rolling into this with some thoughts of, dude, I got this like long piece of hair that's just like way longer than the rest of my hair. It's really odd. Like, can't figure it out. It's just like way down, comes all the way down past. It's like this ridiculous thing. You ever have long hair in your life before, besides like your short?
I have when I was middle school, and I'm honestly gonna start like stop cutting my hair to be quite honest with you, and it's like try to grow it up because like when I was in middle school, my hair was just like all curly as fuck, and I was growing like an afro basically when I was in middle school, but now my hair is like all straight.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna try to like grow it out to like what you kind of have it as, and I'm just gonna keep just growing it, and
yeah. You don't even.
see what
I mean,
I can.
it looks like your hair is straight. Like it does. I can't even. I don't even imagine you with curly hair. It's like I guess I can see it like kind of maybe like curling up. Uh, how long did you have it like down to here or like this area or?
Not even, dude. Like I said, like I had an afro growing. Like the longest I had, it was
Uh,
just, like curly. Like it was just like when I tried growing it like farther and farther, it's like I was like, what the fuck?
like an
It's
afro,
like
like
I tried to start like cutting it. It's like kept on cutting. But like now, like my hair, it's maybe some older and whatnot. Maybe it's like starting to change or whatever. I don't know.
nah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like having long hair, it's kind of a pain sometimes, but it's also like it's kind of like nice because it helps me to like remind myself that like I'm different, and also like one of my favorite musicians, local musicians, had like hair all the way down to like his waistline, and that was kind of inspiring to me, and why I chose to like start growing my hair out a bit. So just like someone who goes after what he wants, somebody who's like always on stage speaking about like going after everything that you want to do and you can do it. And I was like, well, that's inspiring, and he's got long hair, so I was like, oh, I'll grow out my hair, and I've been doing that for I don't know a few years. Last time I got a haircut was in like like a real haircut. I've gotten it trimmed since then. Was like 2019 in Japan, which was sweet. I went to this like Japanese dude, and he spoke English. He was one of the few people in Japan that spoke English at all, and I got a haircut in Japan. It was pretty sweet. Cool experience. My hair was probably about this long at the time when I got the haircut, and I had gotten a haircut all the way up to here, and now it's all the way back down to here again. So it comes, grows. If you get it cut, you can always grow it back. It takes longer to grow your hair out than it does to it takes longer to grow your hair than it does to cut your hair. So it's harder to grow it than it is to cut it, is what I'm saying. um,
Yo, you ever heard a dude was snaky for a girl from the back?
yeah, if you might. I mean, possibly. It's like,
With your long ass hair being like, hey girl, how you fucking doing? Oh shit, you're fucking dude. Oh fuck.
yeah, I get a. Yeah, it's nice.
That'd
I
be
mean,
funny as shit.
I've got like where I've had my hair to here, and I've gotten like a buzz cut after I had it to here before, and it actually feels pretty. I can't like at some point I'm probably gonna get a buzz cut again and just cut all of this off, and you're like I'm gonna be a whole different looking person. And dude, getting that buzz cut, I'll probably do it like if I do it maybe like next summer, like right before summertime, because it feels great to have short hair, no lie, and I kind of miss that great feeling of like air, of like it's like you get too hot when you have this much hair and you're doing like working out or something. It just gets to be like you get sweaty, and it's just like you have to tie it back. It's like ridiculous. It's a lot of a pain in the ass, a little bit hair comes out when you're combing it, and it's like gets it knotted up. Mine gets all like knotted up and shit. It's like annoying. Uh,
I
yeah.
believe in that. Yeah, why
So
don't we start talking about like what I'm planning on doing, and so you help me figure like OBS and whatnot and all that. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be starting my own gaming channel. Hopefully, Chadwick's gonna help me out getting all that set up. I probably do it myself, do it on YouTube, but it's just easy to have another person. But he said he would help me do my gaming channel. I do Overwatch, Apex Legend, I do Rocket League. I'll be streaming a bit of everything.
yeah,
Plus, when I start working again, hopefully making more money, I'll start um, having a GoPro, going on my bicycle, going to crazy trails and whatnot, where the alligators like to live. And it's like,
nice,
getting all
nice.
out there. But yeah, um, it's apparently some of the places where I like to live. There's some places alligators are, but some aren't. So I'm trying to stay safe and hopefully avoid the alligators, but you never know. But I might have two YouTube channels, and maybe I'll start one up just for doing those. But
Yep. You got any names in mind for your channels, for your new channel?
I do not yet, to be quite honest with you. But
So that's
I need to think of some. Um,
that's step number one. Let's
I'm
figure something out.
technically,
Let's figure it out. What are we gonna do?
I'm going to be working. I'm going to be doing like 4 jobs in technically ways. So I'll be doing 4
Yeah.
early sleep. Help me out. What kind of names do you got
Hmm.
in mind?
Well, right now we're doing like we got this fun name for you in this podcast. We call you American Meck. So I think something you could keep it kind of similar, change it up, and keep it similar at the same time. Or you could just call it American Mech Channel. Now it's got to be something related to gaming though, because you're going to be doing gaming, is what I'm thinking. So you'd want it to have like uh, uh, this is something that's like personal, I think, to you that you can figure out. I mean, something you like to do your your drawings and stuff.
They want me like my old nickname. Mike is maybe that'll be one of the channels. Mike is gaming. Or my old buddy Dean used to call me. He always called me Mike just 'cause we always smoked weed, and maybe that's what I'll do. It's like when I game, I'll just get hot and bored and be like, "What's up, y'all?"
Yeah,
You're all wondering if why not wearing glasses. I couldn't find it this morning, and I was too lazy to look. I was like, I don't need my glasses today, but I gotta find them tomorrow. So
yeah.
I gotta look.
One nice thing about
I think it
podcasting
was
is
better without glasses. So
you can just speak without needing to see. But yeah, for the name, we should. I think can we brainstorm any names? I'm thinking. So you what did you just say? Mike something or other. It was one of your ideas.
my one was I'm thinking for the biking channel. Mike is rider.
Hmm.
Smoke a weed while you're on a bike trail so there's nobody around, making sure. Oh yeah, we are y'all just getting high here. You know how we all do. Being like, oh yeah, we chilling.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's going on nice big long bike ride. And my game channel, I'm kind of thinking, um,
I think for your gaming channel, you were saying YouTube. I'm thinking when I think of gamers that are streaming now, I'm thinking of like Twitch and I'm thinking of Kick.com. Those two places are big for gaming. I've never really watched anybody stream gaming on. I've never seen anybody gaming on YouTube streaming. I don't know if that's a thing. Is that a thing?
I'm not sure. Honestly, all I do is YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and that's it.
Yeah, you gotta get onto both Twitch and Kick.com because I think you're gonna get a lot more people following you and paying attention to your live streams if you're gaming and doing that kind of for your game, at least for your gaming channel. I think your YouTube channel it would be good for like your biking stuff, and your gaming stuff would be good for like Twitch and Kick. Is my thoughts on that.
It'll
So
be good though, because it'll help me like put down drinking alcohol and whatnot. It'll help me like loosen up, getting rid of like some anger, and I don't have anger problems, but sometimes it's gonna be like you just gotta work shit out. Just go ham on dirt on my bike. I'm gonna do that on my dirt bike channel too, because I want to make a dirt bike channel.
yeah, you might
It's,
as well make your dirt bike
like,
channel your
I'm getting
biking
it
channel.
mixed up, but yeah, both.
Yeah, it's lit. We've been speaking on that a bit. So uh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with all the places that you can stream and stuff, and we've talked about that before. So there's so many options. Yeah, I can see you just enjoying. I can definitely see you doing live streaming because I can see you like getting involved with the chat, like people who are chatting to you, and you like someone will be like, "Oh, you like you really messed up on that." And you'd be like, "No, I didn't fucking mess up on that."
Yeah, fuck that.
it's
I'll
like,
be in the truck doing like,
it's
oh,
like, oh,
well, I'm doing that, sir. I'll be like,
uh, man, I can definitely
yeah,
see you doing good with the live stream and stuff, and I'll definitely hop on and be on there messaging you and watching you do a few games myself probably. If you do that, I'll have to jump in on one of your channel streams at some point as well. uh, so
oh yeah.
yeah,
I,
so
I don't know how am I gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be honestly saying 24 days, a couple of nights, honestly, because I want to get this all up and work and whatnot. I want to do it. Question is how, and how do I get the streaming shit on Facebook? How do I get it on Twitter, YouTube, kick, kick, kick thing
yeah,
that you said, and um,
yeah, Twitch.
also with my bike and shit I'm gonna be doing, it's kind of like, when am I gonna get sleep? you know,
Yeah, I feel you, man.
there's gonna be a few things I'm gonna have to like do it every other day, being like, I gotta balance my life out, even plus work when I get back into work with September. I got ideas. I want to do it. It's gonna be like
Hmm.
how do I do it?
And yeah, and you also were, I mean, we also got everything else that's going on that we've been talking about forever along the lines of like the hot sauce and the drying and then, and possibly even at some point a food truck. So, like a million things going on, a million choices of ways to go, it seems like. So, uh, yeah, man. Yeah, I've been eating these fruit bowls, these fruit mixes of like I've been eating a ton of like different fruits. My favorite being of all of them that are in it, mixing it like the watermelon and the blueberries and like strawberries and like pineapples and like grapes and like what's it, the green one, melon. It's like, dude, I felt like bringing that up. It's just so damn good. Fruit just tastes amazing. It's got like sugar in it or something. It just can't. Once I have like one bite, it's like you just keep going with it. You can't. It's like unstoppable. I can't stop myself. It's just like the whole bowl. I have a bowl like filled up, like a big bowl filled up, and it's like gone. Oh man,
Damn, nice.
do you have
Yeah, I
a?
gotta start eating more fruit. So I got to start making some smoothies and whatnot with fruits and a little milk and just like throw some pineapple and
Yeah.
apples and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah, pineapple is your thing. Pineapple
excuse
and
me.
pineapple and peach. You said those are your. I think yeah, those are your two that you. I remember you brought those up one time. We were when we were talking about hot sauce. You were like, I want to do a pineapple hot sauce and I want to do a peach hot sauce. So you're the pineapple peach guy. I gotta get some peaches, by the way. Peaches are fantastic, and that's what's missing in my
Mm,
mix here. So, uh, yeah.
I
Um,
feel like for me and myself too big right now. I got too much just like going on. I feel like I'm gonna burn out eventually, but there's gonna be a couple of days where I'm up 24/7. It's like drinking some energy drinks. Like, how do I do this? Smoking some weed all night. I mean, like, what do I do? No, I mean that's probably gonna be tomorrow because like I've been drinking every other day. I've been like cutting down on liquor. I've been cutting down on drinking. I've been doing all that, and I'm kind of like, what do I do here? Gotta find a couple guys, blah blah. Answer a couple phone calls. I'm like, well, right, okay. Do I got this shot? Like, hello, hello, how you doing? Yeah, it could be there. Blah blah. And
yeah.
I never had issues with job interviews. It's always been cool. But it's like I got my own shit that I want to do and whatnot. It's like when you do that YouTube shit, and it's also like I want to work dirt bike and also get promoted by you doing the dirt bike stuff that we talked about before. But it's like I don't know, like Cobra Kai. You ever watch that show?
I know what you're talking about. I think it's like a fighter, a
It's like
fighter.
Cobra Kai. You got yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta find a balance within the inner pages. You like work, YouTube, and sleep. When I sleep, I know I'm used to no sleep already, but
And and also do some lifting as well. Get that in the mix. Might as well throw that in the mix and just overload yourself there. Uh,
you know
my,
the Florida girls, they love them big arms, bro. Come on, I'm huge.
that
Mm.
yeah, you could definitely get some more muscle with that kind of arm there if you keep at it, man.
Nah, I still gotta get lifting those 20 pounds weights that I got. Mm.
So
Gotta keep going.
yeah, man, we're at like the halfway point. Everybody's listening. This is the Pedal to the Metal podcast. We have this thing going on our YouTube channel at the moment, is where we're at. We're gonna be growing and building. We got a contract that we're looking at getting together, and we're putting that together. And then we're gonna build like the contract and everything that's going on with that. Is what we're doing is figuring out what our roles are in this whole thing as we build our social media and we grow and we turn into like possibly selling some products at some point. We were looking and we were considering some shoes. Actually, we were talking about shoes before we jumped on this podcast and how shoes might be an option of something that Meck particularly is interested in. And do you want to speak on the shoe idea and like what you were thinking with that?
Well, what my kind of thing about the shooting was like either we like do like a drag kind of thing, like going on one side and maybe both sides, and like in my kind of way, it kind of look more sick. Be like kind of like a flame going around like a shoe, or like an ice like shoot going around the shoe with the dragon I got, and then like your alien being like big, 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 and it's like just going all around it, like having an alien. And honestly, I really should have drawn out for the audience so they can see it what I'm thinking, but
Yeah, it seems like you have the
it's gonna be like a selling out, no doubt. Like people are just gonna want to buy it, being like, how the that's 2023 script. How the fuck did he come up with that idea? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, I can see you have
Like,
you have the design. You have the design all pictured out, and that's solid. The design is the big part of the shoe, which is going to be the reason why people want it, is because they see it and they want it because of how it looks. So, like, when you're talking about shoes, what kind of shoes are you talking about? Because there's like a million different shoes types out there. You know, is there even dirt biking shoes? You can make
I'm
like,
thinking like I'm thinking like all right, now you kind of got that going through my head. Maybe both, like dirt biking and skater shoes, because alien shoes, man. How fucking sick would that be? Because you already know aliens are already on this earth. So I always talk to my buddy Chris. I'm not going to say the last name, but he's an analyst, and he even told me like, yeah, aliens are on this world now, and I'm
shit.
trying to figure out like what's going on in crack, and
Damn, this dude Chris,
it's wild, man.
this
It's like
yeah, this guy Chris has been in contact with aliens, is what you're saying, or
he's all the way in, if I remember right, Germany. And I'm not going to
nice.
say his last name to make sure everything's safe for him,
Uh,
because
Deutschland.
I shouldn't even be talking about this. To be honest with you.
Well, Guten Tag, Chris. Ich bin Chadwick, and das ist American Meck, off USA, America. Wunderbar,
Guten
prima.
Tag, amigo. Gracias, senor, for content.
Yes. So we're putting out the best aliens shoes, all kinds of things. And even I was looking at some shoes that are available, like that we could do print on demand stuff, like what I do. And it's like you can literally just put a design on some shoes and get them sent from China as a little test run. I could literally get some shoes that if you made a design tomorrow, I could literally put the design on some shoes and get you the shoes sent within like 2 weeks from now, so you could be wearing shoes with your design on them. But you would have to pay for them. But I could get that done for you if you wanted a pair of shoes with your design on it. Put that out there for you. Um, so yeah,
I don't
that's it.
think about it, but
Yep.
what if I were to came up with like a whole entire new design for your company with aliens and with the shoes or whatnot, being like, that's cool. Like, what if you want it?
I bet I would. I bet I would want it if I seen it. You know, I want a lot of things. Things cost things. Everything costs money. Pair. If you want to, I was looking at the shoes that I could get for you. Like if you wanted to make a design and put them on some shoes, it would cost probably like $50 to get them made, which is decent. Like that's not $50 for a pair of shoes. That's okay. It's not a there's shoes out a lot of shoes they cost like $100 to if you go to the store and you pay for a pair of shoes, it's gonna cost like $100. But if we can get them made for like 50, $60, it's okay. I mean, if you need a pair of shoes, let me know and I can get that done for you though. Um, and obviously they'd be made in China and they'd be shipped from China, which is something that I don't like. So I don't want to build a shoe brand where we're relying on China for everything. But it's like uh, it's something that we can do to get you a pair of shoes right away, and so that you can be wearing them right away. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're wearing them. A lot of things are made in China, so um, yeah. If that's interesting to you, just let me know.
I definitely will, man.
Yeah, man. Um,
I got a few genius ideas like you do with your site. It's wild.
So, where do you want to go with this podcast from here on out? Should we close it out, or do we keep going with another topic here?
What was our last top that? Nah, I don't think that was a good one.
Oh man, we ended off. You were actually bringing up a topic on our last podcast. We were closing out, and you started talking about transgenderism and stuff. I remember, and we could go into that if you want to. I don't care. Uh,
You know, why not? I'm open to it. Are you open to it?
yeah, I mean, yeah. If you want to go into it, I'm against the transgender movement in terms of what's going on with transgenders, especially pushing it on young children in the school systems and stuff. I'm seeing that there's transgenders going to schools, and like kids are around them, and they're like telling the kids like look at, like, they're half naked, and it's like that's not cool to me, being half naked and teaching kids about like like how to chop off your genitals and stuff, and like telling them that's a cool thing, and like making it sound like it's positive and cool. And that's just ruining so many young children's lives, because if they do it when they're young, when they're still growing and their mind's still growing and they're still thinking, and like they're like kind of confused about what they're thinking, because these people are coming and telling them how to think a certain way, and that it's good to do this thing. And then some of them unfortunately are tricked into doing it, and then eventually, a few years down the line, they realize that they did something wrong, and there's no way of going back. Once you cut off your wiener, you're not getting your wiener back. It's gone forever. And if you want
And
to.
plus, they can't have kids anyways if you ever want to after that point. It's kind of like, what's the point of getting like your dick chopped off? And it's kind of like, if you really enjoy, like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but dressing up as a girl, you might as well do it as a man, because in that way, that if you ever decide to have like kids, you can still do it, even if you like when you're as an adult being like, I'm done doing this. It's kind of like I can still have kids, and I don't want to dress up as a girl anymore and whatnot. It's kind of like I like being a man. I realize what it is now, and plus, like transgenders, even though like I don't know, it's just like a world of mine, man, dude. It's like why do they do it? I never know, but it's like I support it. Whatever you want to do, if you're as an adult, do it. You're gonna regret it, in my opinion. But it's like, um, do what you do.
All right.
You might as well be a crossdresser because you know you're gonna regret it. Because you know you're gonna want kids eventually, and being like, so I remember that was one of the topics, like crossdressers versus transgenders, and that I think there should be a law like until you're 18, you have no say on transgender. Like, do you want it? Do you not? You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that point. That's a good point.
That's all I gotta say about that one. It's wide whirlwind in my head about that topic. I remember right, my dad was saying apparently for transgenders and they still got their dick or whatever. apparently there's a clothes or whatever that can hide your dick, even when you're a fucking girl or whatever. I'm kind of like, what the fuck are you fucking talking about? It's my, I remember my dad was saying like he's starting to hate Target or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
I think he was my one outlaw. It's like, you know what? I can tell you some funny stories. My buddy Danny taking a shit in Walmart where he made the fucking bathroom smell like fucking weed because he ate a fucking weed pocket and shot it out. And he's like, "What? We got to go." So yeah, what's that, Danny? Oh, I'm gonna shit out that weed and it smells like weed in there. We're like, all right, Mr. Outlaw, come on,
Oh man, that's funny.
gotta go.
The weed shit.
Yeah, not lying.
That's the
Fucking
first
weed
I've
shit.
heard of anything like that before. He must have had some strong weed brownies. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, weed is a wild thing, man. There's indica and there's sativa. When I smoke, I prefer the sativa because it just like keeps me like focused on what I'm doing. If I'm constructing something and building something and working on something, I can still keep doing it, and that's what I like to do. Is like if I take the indica, it just
I
makes you like sleep.
I didn't even do TV shit, dude. My stuff I got from my one cousin. She bought me it because she has a medical license. But it cost me yeah, $40, 30 or 40. I can't remember, but it was really cheap. And I got a half a pound of weed for it. And I was like,
You probably
this
need
is
half an ounce.
fucking cool. And I got half an ounce of weed, of sativa weed, and it tasted good, man. And I, I probably got about like this. I want to say like from there to my fingers, like maybe not much less, like about 3 4. Like I had it for like 4 months now, and that's gonna maybe last me a year or whatever. Like I don't smoke as much as I used to. Like I like smoking when I want to smoke. I don't smoke like daily. Like oh man, I gotta get high right now. Oh man, that's not my feelings.
I'm on the same
But
page as
yeah,
you.
like I don't smoke it nonstop like a lot of people fucking do.
Yeah, me neither. I used to smoke it nonstop though. Went like a few years back, just like every day, and then like I finally figured out, I've smoked the best of the best, and it doesn't get any better. Once you smoke like the best of the best, it doesn't get any better than the best. So it's like I already peaked out, and I did it, and I was like, you know what, this stuff is it does kind of get into your head and make you a bit kind of I mean, I personally, it does kind of make you a little bit lazy in getting things done. So I kind of stopped doing as much as I used to do. Still every now and then, if I'm out at like a music show or something with some buddies and somebody has a joint or something, I'm down. Let's go. But,
I think that's how we became first friends too. It's just like me, you, and our well, two of them, Mike, and we just like smoked together. If I remember right, at that one club, and we started talking. That's how we
probably.
got together.
Yeah, yeah, man. Good times. So we're gonna be meeting up soon again, and we're gonna have to replay that and do that all over again at some point. uh,
I never forget that one time I was trying to play some drums with a couple of them. I was like, and they were like, I'm
oh,
not sure I'm feeling it yet.
yeah. I mean, I like to DJ sometimes, and man, hitting some good weed. Well, DJing kind of enhances the music a little bit. I feel so. It's kind of like you kind of feel like you feel for what you're doing with the sounds, and you're like, nah, you just get so into it. And it's
That's the thing about music. Like I still think it's about like the weed, man. It's just like it, it just gets your vibe going. Like just going hands down. It's like boom.
yep. Do you have a drum set or something?
I knew, and I also got a guitar.
Yeah, I know you were telling me you have a guitar and that you've been playing
I've been
around with
trying
that.
to learn it, but
Yep, you're writing some stuff. We'll have to get you to play us a song at some point on here, since you're learning right now. Figure something out. Oh yeah, you were talking about
well,
making
if
us.
you know, but
You were talking about making us a theme song at one point. Actually, I remember for our show here. So
to learn how to play guitar on your own is a lot harder than I thought. But I gotta look up like more notes. It's like at this point, I'm like just really hard. Just I'm like, I gotta find out some real notes, like saying like goes here or goes here. That sounds good. That sounds bad. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's
I
like
do. Yeah, I do. I play guitar too, so I know exactly what you mean. I taught. I'm basically self taught, if you call it that. I learned on like YouTube and online, just watching channels teach me how to play the different chords and how to play different songs and stuff. And after about a year, you figure out all the chords and you can play pretty much every song that there is. The main problem I have is playing with other people because I don't know how to play in key with them, and that's an important part when you're playing with other people. You have to know how to play in key. So I don't know
and
how to play. Yeah,
that's the one thing about drums right now. It's easy for me about drums right now. Like you put me in a band versus you, we can get some cool
yeah,
shit going. Just like playing.
yeah.
I'd be like perfect on drums, but like on guitar, I'd be like, oh, oh crap, like I suck.
Yeah, I've played in a couple bands. I played in a couple bands, and the one I had a drummer and another guitarist, bassist. I play with all kinds of people, actually, like multiple, like tons of people. And the drummer, you're right about the drums. It's like once you can, the drummer can just play over anything. So yeah, my computer's about to die. We have to end this podcast. We have to end it right now. Close this out before it dies. I might die while you're closing this out.
Yo man, how y'all
Died.
doing?